Hello everyone. Today in this demo, I'm going to show you the 5-step quick start guide for executing your test cases. So you can follow exactly the same steps and execute the robot test. Okay. The first one is you have to install Docker desktop on your machine. That is the requirement that you need to have it. If you have Windows machine, there is a setup guide here. It's a different kind of setup for installing Docker. You can go through this. Then the second step is you clone the repository here. Okay, this is the robot framework examples repository, git clone. I have completed these two steps. And the third step is like open the project in an IDE or terminal and then change your directory to this particular location. Okay, I have already taken care of step 1, 2, and 3. So from step 4, I will show you how I will configure these files. Okay, now as part of step 4, create new .env file at project root level. Copy the contents of .env.example to newly created .env. So what is this .env? This is kind of the input information to the file. If you want to know more details about this, watch my previous video about technical summary of the folder structure. Then you will get a clear understanding. So just in one liner for now, what I can say is this .env is kind of an input to the test cases that you are going to execute. Basically telling the framework where you want to execute the test cases, in which location you want to uh, import your pipelines and in which location you want to import the accounts and all those details. Let us see this. So prior to this, one more expectation is you should be having your .slp file ready, uh, and then like you need to upload it. So what does this mean? Like, let me show you. So prior to this execution, I'm assuming that you already have a .env file and I cloned the repository here. In this SRC pipelines, upload that valid SLP file. Okay, that is one of the requirement. And actually, I have written that one also, but let me update it. But just as I am letting you know, that is needed. The next thing is configure environment .env file. So I copied my existing, if you see this .env.example, it has some fields and examples. So what you have to do is you have to create a .env, copy this content exactly into this .env and update your file accordingly here. So what does this file have? Which URL you are using? What is user username password? And what is the org name, which project space you are using, project name, project path. And here I am taking the existing Groundplex. My existing Groundplex name is Cloudplex, so I am just using it. And I want my accounts to be created in this particular project and my pipelines to be uploaded in this particular location. So these are the details you have to give before execution of your test cases. Okay, to the file. So we are until this step, which step 4. Now step 5. What is the step 5? So build your test environment using make commands. So now you are using your existing Groundplex. So there are certain steps to the certain step differences when you are using existing Groundplex, or you are managing Groundplex from the framework. Right now, as I'm using existing Groundplex, I'll be using this particular steps here. So build the Docker containers that will run your test. So right now I don't have any container running. So once I build this Docker container, my the containers will trigger certain services through which we can run our test cases. For executing robot test, particularly tool service is specifically needed. If ever you think you don't want to bring up any other services like Oracle, Postgres, or anything, just want to execute your services, you can just use this command make start tool service only. Otherwise, if you start this service, make start services, then all the services, Oracle, Postgres, MySQL, which are present as part of your compose profiles, everything will be executing. Everything, all services will be up and running, I mean to say, sorry. Okay, so let me execute this make start services as none of my services are up and running. I will show you. Actually, for my execution, tool service is good enough, but to show in the demo, I will just use make start services. Okay, so this one will take some couple of minutes of time. Okay, let us wait for a while. So now if you see here, all my services are up and running. Just one container did not start yet. This might be having some port issues, but for now it's okay. I'll just leave it as is. So once I run that command, make start services, all the services are up. Let us see here. If I go to this container, if you see, this MySQL service, this is up and running. And mainly what I mentioned earlier is like SnapLogic tool service is needed for execution of the robot framework test cases, which is up and running. Now let us see what is the next command here. Here, make robot test no GP, tax is equal to Oracle, project space setup is equal to true. Now I want to let you know clearly what is this project space setup. Okay. When you are executing your test cases for the very first time, okay, then what happens is like you don't have project space setup in your organization yet. In that case, if you think I need to create my project space freshly, from the scratch and create a project and then import pipeline, use this tag argument, I mean to say project space setup is equal to true. If you think that you want to execute your test cases by importing the pipelines into the existing project space, then no need to give that. This one will be automatically false unless otherwise you give this as a true. Okay. So now as we are executing your test case for the first time and we want to see like our project space and everything getting created, let me run this command as is. Okay. So let us see and execute this command. Actually, as my have local Oracle instance, it won't run on the existing complex because there is no connection. My Snowflake account is an outside account, so it will be running on the existing complex. I will show you when I'm executing some of the Snowflake baseline test over here. Okay. So here the tags are something which we have to give based on our test cases. In my test cases, if you see, I have a tag of Snowflake underscore demo 2. Okay. So let us see here. If you see, we are seeing project space is this one. And if that is already existing, it will be getting deleted and it will be again creating again. Okay. So here, let me go through this particular folder and see. In my .env file, I gave demo underscore project 2. So that particular project got created. In SL project, if you see, there is a task that got created. There is a pipeline. I think it is not demo to automation, it is demo project space. And if you see, there is a in shared folder, the respective Snowflake account got created, and in the pipeline got created. And finally, you can see like there are the reports also that got generated as part of our test cases. Let me show you the reports, how the reports are generated. And before that, just I want to make sure that we followed all these 5 steps and we are good with it. So I just added these 5 steps, and this is the command for executing the robot framework test cases. Okay, so this is the way you need to execute them. And once you execute it, you can see the reports also in the test cases. Let me show you the folder. Under test robot output, if you can see the ending one, the latest report, if you see here, these are the reports, all tests. We executed 3 test cases, all tests are passed, and all the details will be given here very clearly, which keyword ran, what are the variables that are being assigned to it, and everything accordingly. These reports are very intuitive and useful. And further to that, we have a support for providing Slack notifications also. Here, I did not show you that in demo, but if you have Slack webhook URL, there is a support for Slack notifications as well. This is an end-to-end demo for execution of robot framework test case using my this 5-step quick guide. Just if you want to quickly check how things are going to work out. Thank you.